This is my first experience getting a puppy. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Kegan, of course. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys what it's like to get and own a puppy for the very first time. So before I really introduce my dog to you guys, I really want to tell her story so far since we've had her for about 2 weeks. So going back 2 weeks ago, we were on our way to a store that sells a lot of outdoor camping, hunting, all that type of stuff. And it's pretty typical. People are outside the store or down the street from the store selling dogs like golden retrievers, labs, pretty much any type of dog you want. You probably pretty much see it there at some point of time. And we saw a sign that said German Shepherds for sale. So we thought, hey, let's just stop, let's pet the dogs, let's see what's going on here, and let's just see the dogs. Let's just look. Nothing serious, because for a while, guys, my dad has been wanting to get a dog, so he was actually pretty excited to go look at them. But then we got out of the car and walked over to like a little fenced area. The dogs were just like running around sleeping. There was only 7 in total. By the time we got there was only 5 left. So this guy had 7. He already sold 2 of them. And we started petting the dogs and everything. And all of them were really cool dogs. Don't get me wrong. They were all so cool dogs. A couple of dogs had a lot more energy than the other dogs. I'm not sure if that's just how they were personality wise or if they were just sleepy. I'm not really sure. So we were there pretty much an hour the very first time, talking to the guy, petting the dogs, seeing if we have a real connection with any of the dogs at all. But then some of us started getting really hungry. We thought, hey, let's really think about this before we buy a dog. Let's go shopping. Let's get whatever we need to get done first and then see if the dogs are still here when we come back. So we went shopping. About an hour and a half went by, I want to say. We got a little food to eat, went shopping, got all that stuff done. We drove by the place again where the dogs were, and they were still there. So you guys know we had to go back and look at the dogs once again. But as you guys can tell from the title of this video and pretty much what I've been talking about this whole time, we got a dog. So I want to introduce you guys to Nova, my new puppy. She seriously just woke up. I had to wake her up from her nap, sadly, to get this clip and everything. So she might fall asleep in my arms right now, actually. But she would really appreciate it if everybody welcomed her to the family down in the comment section below. So everybody please say welcome to the family, Nova, down in the comments. But as you guys can see, she's not next to me anymore. I put her back down. She likes sleeping on my brother's bed for some reason. I'm not sure. It must just be more comfortable for her. But she likes sleeping over there. But she's had a very eventful 2 weeks since she's been here. She's only 10 weeks old, so she is still a really young puppy. Right now we're in the process of potty training her, trying to get her to only go outside, not in the house at all. Because not even gonna lie, she's gone in the house multiple times, many times, and we're really trying to potty train her just to go outside. And it's not the easiest thing in the world. It's not at all. For anybody going through the same thing, my one thing for advice is encourage the dog. Don't be mad at the dog. It is a puppy. Do not get mad at it at all. You know, it's a young puppy. You gotta encourage the dog, clap when they go, like really be patient with the dog. The first week we had her, it was honestly pretty bad. She was peeing all over the house, going to the bathroom all over the house, and it was not that good at all. But we were into the second week now, and she slowly is learning every single day, getting better at stuff every single day. But at the very beginning of the second week that we got her is where all the drama started. And for any new dog owners, or you're getting a puppy soon or anything like that, you guys really need to pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. So in my front yard, we have a pretty decent sized garden. We got flowers, vegetables, we got pretty much everything up there. Pumpkins, a little of everything, and there's lots of bugs, which includes bees too. And Nova was running around not really paying attention because she doesn't know better not to mess with bees or anything, and she started snapping at the bees, and one of the bees stung her above the eye. I'll show you guys some pictures that will be on the screen, but right above her eye got really swollen, and we really weren't sure what to do because she is a puppy. She doesn't know better not to bite at bees or anything. She hasn't really learned that yet until I want to say after this experience. She didn't know before. But back to her getting stung, we really weren't sure what to do. My mom was kind of freaking out because she was all sad that she got stung. She doesn't want Nova to get hurt at all. And after she got stung, you could tell like she was, I don't know if she was in shock or like she just wasn't acting the same at all.
The only time we were over there, we took.
So we called my grandma up. We're like, hey, can we bring Nova over? She just got stung by a bee. Can you look at her? So we were on our way over to my grandma's, and Nova just pretty much wanted to sleep. She didn't want to do anything else at all, which we weren't sure really what that meant. Is something bad is something bad happening or what? Or does she just want to go to sleep because she's tired? We really weren't sure. So we tried to keep her awake because we were not sure. But we got to my grandma's, and once Nova saw my grandma's dog, she got all happy because she had like other dogs to play with and everything. So we actually let them play for a little. Then we got Nova to calm down a little. My grandma looked at her. She thought she looked okay, but we wanted to take her to the vet just to make sure. So we looked up emergency vets online. We called one, no one answered. We called the second one, nobody answered again. So it really made no sense why these vets are on the emergency vet list when they don't even pick up the phone. We called the third vet and they said, yeah, you should probably bring her in just to make sure and everything. But it could be a 3 to 5 hour wait. I was shocked. What do you mean 3 to 5 hours? Like anything could happen to the dog within 3 to 5 hours. But we said, all right. So we filled out some paperwork online because they didn't want us to do it in person because of the whole pandemic and everything, and drove down there anyways right away. We got down to the emergency vet place, wherever it was at, and said, hey, we're here, just to let you guys know. And they said, all right, you can bring her in, which made no sense because they said it could be a 3 to 5 hour wait, and that's a really long time. But they took her in anyways. Then she was in the vet's hands, and there was really nothing me or my family could do except wait. So we went to a store by the vet and started just looking around, not really doing much. And the vet calls us up around 20-25 minutes later and says, hey, Nova's ready to pick up, you guys are all good, just give us 5-10 minutes and she should be ready. So we're all celebrating. We're like, sweet, we get to see our dog back. Like, it didn't take 3 to 5 hours like they said. So we drove over to the vet and waited 5 to 10 minutes like they said, because they're supposed to give us a call when to come in and get her. And we continued to wait and continued to wait and continued to wait. A half hour went by, nothing. 45 minutes went by, nothing. So we're like, all right, let's just keep waiting. Let's just go for a drive, I guess. There's not really much to do except just keep waiting, because it really made no sense. 5-10 minutes, but no call. So we started driving around town again, not really knowing what to do. But then about 20 minutes into our drive, we get another call from the vet. They said, hey, Noma's ready to come pick up, which was pretty much an hour later than what the vet said. So we were like so confused. We get there and everything, and it took them a whole hour to do paperwork, which really sucked on our part. I wish they could have just done the paperwork after they just gave us the dog. I still don't understand why they said Nova will be ready to pick up in 5-10 minutes, because it was like an hour later. So that makes completely no sense still. But just another piece of advice to any new dog owners, or any dog owners at all really, watch your dogs around bees, because you don't want them to get swollen. Here are the pictures again of Nova. You guys can tell her eye is all swollen and it hurts and everything. And it is really sad to see your pet in pain and all that. Nobody ever wants to see their pet in pain. This next part is going to sound really goofy, but Nova has her own waterbed now. So over this past week, it's been 80-90 degrees almost every single day, and we check on Nova, and she always felt extremely hot, like she didn't know how to cool herself down with water or anything. So we got her this right here. As you guys can see on the screen, it is a picture of Nova on her little waterbed thing, which you put cold water or ice cubes in it, and the dog lays on it, and it helps cool the dog down. She's been laying on it almost every single night, and it helps her a lot actually. And I know it sounds really goofy. I got my dog a waterbed, but it's just another thing you may think of doing if your dog is overheating. It could help a lot. But if you do want me to make more videos with Nova in them, please let me know down in the comments below. Everyone, welcome Nova to the family down below in the comments as well. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Everyone else, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.